What's happening, good people? You got Jerry's Parker here representing Doghouse Fitness. Just wanted to come out and reach out to y'all, man, and just share what was on my mind today. So basically, I just came from putting that good work in, and I was out there talking to a couple of guys who were just out there getting started. And what I was trying to convey to them, the message that I try to speak into existence with them is that, you got to start somewhere, man. So in this conversation, I just basically want to go into in depth why I really got started back into working out, into physical fitness, and just standing on top of my game. Pretty much 2015, out of shape, living life, man, making money, traveling, eating good, the finest cuisines, drinking good, just having a good time. Let myself go entirely, man. Being real, being an athlete for my whole life. I couldn't believe it. So, once I realized I'm wearing a size almost 40 jeans, this here have to stop. And what happened was I went and got my yearly physical, and pretty much, man, I had borderline high blood pressure. So I think my blood pressure at the time was like 138 over like 92 or something like that. But I know it was borderline. It wasn't high blood pressure, but it was borderline. I was still in my 20s, and then I was looking at my parents who were still relatively young, and both of them were on high blood pressure medication. So what I decided to do was make that lifestyle change. Listen, no excuses. No tears, no sad stories, no pity parties, man. Put the work in. So I had these headaches that was pretty much, I didn't know at the time, but like blood pressure, they call it the silent killer because you don't know it. It kind of sneak up on you. So with me, when I first started back in the gym, I had these serious migraine headaches when I would work out, and I remember just just talking to God, just like, look, if you're gonna take me now. But I'm not getting from under these weights. I'm not going to get from under this squat rack. I'm not going to, go back into, feeling like, putting it off, basically. I can do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next month. Let me lose weight first, and then I'll just start hitting the weights hard again. You have to decide to commit and make a change in your life as far as just moving forward and challenge yourself to live your best life possible. Pretty much, man, we all going to age, so the candle is burning. But the way we live our lives as far as not taking care of our temples, we burning that candle at both ends, man. And, just from experience, me watching other people and, learning from their mistakes, it's not going to be me, man. I'm not going to be 50 years old, 55 years old, high blood pressure, heart disease, cancer, some things that you can do to prevent. A lot of it come from our environment and what we do put in our body, man. But, you want to age gracefully, man, look good, be energetic. Still get out there and be able to dance and, go play a pickup basketball game with your grandkids or your kids. And that's the number one reason, man, longevity. And you just feel good, man. More energy, better sleep, better confidence, you know what I'm saying? It all comes together in the end. So basically what I was, trying to tell those guys was, don't look at what everybody else is doing. Pay attention to yourself and enjoy your journey, man. Set that destination, When you're making a change, like I said, when you're on a journey to improvement, you have to figure out first where you're headed to, So, you come in, from down south, or you're trying to go to another country, or you're trying to go up north, you're trying to go to the West Coast, set that destination and just focus on that journey. Do the best that you can. Don't give up. Keep pushing, man. And I promise you, man, it's going to get better. You know what I mean? And just wanted to finish the video with just saying, hard work becomes easy work. So I remember my grandfather told me that like in the early 90s, about 93, 94ish. We was in a car coming back from Thibodeau, going headed to New Orleans, and I was in a band at the time, and I was on the trumpet, but my band teacher wanted me to play the xylophone and learn that as well. So I'm like, man, playing all this stuff, it's hard. I can't do it. And I'll never forget, it's always been in my head. He said, listen, anytime you start something new, it's going to be hard, but the more you do it, the more you do that hard thing, you just keep at it, you just keep going and just not giving up and just keep pushing forward. The hard work eventually becomes easy, man. So think about it like riding a bike, driving a car, learning to read and write, tie your shoes, going to school or taking a subject that you're not particularly good in. When you start off, it's going to suck, it's going to be bad, and like I said, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult. But do it for a week, do it for 2 weeks, do it for 3 weeks, do it for a month. Do it for 2 months, 3 months, and so on. Eventually, the more you do it, once it's hard, it becomes like a piece of cake, man. So when you get on that bike and you take those training wheels off and you kind of wobbling a little bit, keep going. I promise you, y'all know it from experience, man. Before you know it, man, you riding fast, you know what I mean, you riding with no hands, you're able to turn the corners, jump off ramps, pop wheelies down the block, and do everything else, because what once was hard becomes easy. Again, this is Jarius Parker representing Doghouse Fitness. I want to always tell y'all, man, mental toughness builds strength. So never give up, never quit on yourself, never quit on your dreams. And with that being said, I had to see y'all at the top or from the top. Peace.